banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Little gets the blood boiling. Wide lies a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kentucky's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And having that unit in front, man, that big offensive line that you can trust is so important when you're trying to bring along a freshman throughout a football season. Like, there's going to be mistakes. He doesn't know what he doesn't know yet. But, Palmer, you want to settle him down? You want to give the best version of him to this football team? Protect him. Run the football. And this offensive line can do that.
I agree, David. I think this offensive line helps the head coach and his offensive coordinator just sleep a little bit easier, knowing they've got a young quarterback back there. But because of that experience and the physicality up front, they're going to give him the best possible chance to have success in this game.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Gordon. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. Finds a crease at the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Gordon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. It's Gordon. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the air on second down. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Gordon. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On the ground, it's Ivory. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Might be changing the route. Back to the ground with the running back. Got a little grass. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Completion to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Pressure coming. There he goes. What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense is kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Gordon. Touchdown Volunteers! And they added 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win. And he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Holly will see what kind of problems that might cause. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. The run inside. It's Gordon. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pocket breaking down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna run it. It's Gordon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. Running inside, it's Morris.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Got it, looking for a first. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Morris. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vols! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ivory. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Wildcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the... and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tennessee! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The run inside. It's Ivory. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete before... up for the first down.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Looking for a crease. It's Ivory. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 8 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Vols head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, one of the things he pointed out to his team is the rivalry has to mean more to them here in the second half. They've gotten out to a great start at home. They're able to ride the momentum of this crowd, but as you know, everything gets more heated, more intense in these big rivalry moments, and they want to meet the moment. I'll keep you posted on what that energy feels like down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He makes a catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was
into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Barges ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Tennessee, 42, Kentucky, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense set for a first down play. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw on first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Volunteers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's taking the shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wide out. Running inside. It's Ivory. Powers through the defender. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Running the red zone. It's Ivory. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. This game is all but decided. Gives us a second to take a peek at the projected playoff bracket as we reach week 10 of the season. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Thrust that arm out. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Davis. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him, all those balls.
Here's a little room there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. On the ground with the counter. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The run inside. It's Ivory. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's in open space downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this.